Let's have an honest conversation. For years, so many of us have been told that cottage cheese is the holy grail of protein for aging muscles. Doctors recommend it, nutritionists repeat it, and fitness magazines have printed it like gospel. 25 grams of protein per cup, they say. Eat it every day, they insist. So what do? We dutifully buy that tub of lumpy, bland curds, choke it down with a grimace, and hope that somehow it's helping our bodies stay strong. But here's the uncomfortable truth. While you're forcing yourself to eat something that tastes like it's already been chewed, you're missing out on foods that taste better, work faster, and actually do far more to protect your muscles as you age. And when you hear what these foods are and what they contain, you might get a little angry that no one told you sooner. Welcome to Golden Wisdom, where we speak the truth about aging, health, and strength. Today, we're going to talk about why relying on cottage cheese as your main protein source might be holding you back, and what powerful muscle-building alternatives you should embrace instead. Because when you're over 50, losing up to 1% of your muscle mass each year, mediocre, is not good enough. You need extraordinary. Here's the first big problem with cottage cheese. Yes, it has protein, but the kind of protein matters. Cottage cheese is dominated by casein, a slow-digesting protein. That's fine when you're sleeping, but during the day, your muscles need fast, high-quality amino acids to stop breakdown and kickstart repair. Cottage cheese sits heavy in your stomach, slowly trickling out nutrients when what your muscles need is an emergency response team. And then there's what it doesn't have: no meaningful creatine to power your muscles, minimal omega-3s to fight inflammation, very little B12, no carnosine to buffer acid buildup. It's basically protein floating in salty water. And to make matters worse, most varieties are loaded with sodium, often over 800 milligrams per cup, causing bloating and potentially raising blood pressure. And let's be real, most people don't actually enjoy eating it. I've spoken to countless older adults who buy cottage cheese with good intentions, force themselves to eat it for a few days, then let it spoil in the fridge because the taste and texture feel like punishment. Consistency matters for muscle health, and if you don't like a food, you won't stick with it. Now, let me introduce you to a game changer. Canned mackerel. I know what you're thinking: fishy, old-fashioned, not your thing. But modern canned mackerel is nothing like the past. One 4-ounce can delivers a jaw-dropping 42 grams of high-quality complete protein, almost double cottage cheese, with all essential amino acids perfectly balanced for muscle repair. Unlike casein, this protein is fast-acting, getting straight to work after physical activity. But the real magic of mackerel lies in what comes along with the protein. Each can is packed with around 4,000 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, which don't just reduce inflammation, they literally make your muscles more sensitive to protein. Research from the University of Aberdeen shows that older adults who get enough omega-3s build twice as much muscle from the same amount of protein compared to those who don't. And the vitamin D content? Over 100% of your daily needs per can. Real D3, the type your body uses best. Vitamin D deficiency leads to muscle weakness, balance problems, and falls, and cottage cheese does nothing to help. Mackerel is also one of the richest natural sources of CoQ10, which your muscle cells rely on for energy production. As we age, CoQ10 levels plummet, contributing to fatigue. Instead of buying expensive supplements, you could get it straight from food. Add in sky-high levels of B12, over 400% of daily needs, and you have a protein source that's not just food, it's a muscle-building arsenal. And if you're worried about taste, relax. Mackerel today comes in olive oil, tomato sauce, lemon, hot pepper, you name it. Mash it with avocado, splash on some hot sauce, spread on whole grain crackers, and suddenly you've got a fast, delicious, nutrient-dense meal that blows cottage cheese out of the water. Next up, let's talk about edamame, those little green soybeans you might have seen at Japanese restaurants. 1 cup of shelled edamame gives you 37 grams of complete protein, outpacing cottage cheese, while also delivering something it completely lacks: isoflavones, compounds proven to preserve muscle mass, reduce inflammation, and support hormone balance in aging adults. Plus, edamame has 8 grams of fiber per cup, which feeds beneficial gut bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids, molecules increasingly linked to muscle preservation. Cottage cheese, by contrast, offers zero fiber. Edamame is also a nutritional goldmine. 100% of your daily folate, which is critical for muscle cell growth, 25% of your daily magnesium, essential for muscle contraction, and a suite of vitamins and minerals that support recovery. It's convenient too. Buy it frozen, microwave for 5 minutes, season and eat. Or try dry roasted edamame for a crunchy snack that travels anywhere. Compare that to schlepping around a tub of cottage cheese. And then there's venison, yes, deer meat. 3 ounces of venison pack 31 grams of lean, highly bioavailable protein. Your body can use 97% of it for muscle building. Venison is loaded with heme iron, zinc, carnosine, B vitamins, and even omega-3s, because deer eat natural plants. These nutrients improve oxygen delivery, reduce acid buildup, and support testosterone production, vital for both men and women. Now let's move into a protein source that surprises almost everyone: octopus. I know it sounds exotic, maybe even intimidating, but trust me, this one is a hidden powerhouse. 4 ounces of cooked octopus deliver around 35 grams of pure complete protein with less than 2 grams of fat. But what makes octopus truly special are the compounds that come along with that protein. Octopus is incredibly rich in taurine, a nutrient often overlooked in Western diets, but essential for aging muscles. Taurine improves muscle contractility, reduces oxidative stress, and helps maintain lean mass. Japanese studies show that adequate taurine intake can reduce age-related muscle loss by up to 40%. That's massive. And guess what? Cottage cheese has virtually no taurine at all. It's also packed with potassium, about 900 milligrams per serving, which is more than 3 bananas. Potassium is critical for proper muscle contractions and nerve signaling, yet most older adults are deficient. On top of that, octopus brings in iron, copper, B12, and selenium in impressive amounts. Selenium, in particular, supports thyroid function, which controls muscle metabolism. Many cases of mysterious muscle weakness in older adults are linked to suboptimal thyroid activity, and selenium helps correct that. And the best part? Properly cooked octopus is tender, mildly sweet, and takes on the flavors of whatever you cook it with: olive oil, lemon, herbs. You can buy it pre-cleaned and frozen, sometimes even pre-cooked, so it's actually more convenient than perishable cottage cheese. Thaw, slice, season, and you've got a nutrient-dense, muscle-building meal sitting in your freezer, ready anytime. Next, let's talk about a food that most people throw away without a second thought: turkey gizzards. If you're serious about fighting sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass with age, this is one of the most underrated weapons in your arsenal. 1 cup of cooked turkey gizzards provides a staggering 44 grams of bioavailable protein. That's nearly double what you'd get from a cup of cottage cheese, and the protein quality is superb. But that's just the start. Turkey gizzards are naturally rich in iron and vitamin C, a rare combination in animal foods. The vitamin C enhances iron absorption, making this pair a powerful defense against the anemia that often contributes to fatigue and weakness in older adults. Gizzards are also loaded with collagen, glucosamine, and chondroitin, compounds that support joint health and connective tissue integrity. Many people spend a fortune on joint supplements without realizing that nature has packaged those same compounds right inside this humble food. They also contain excellent levels of B vitamins like B12 and folate, which are critical for protein synthesis and muscle maintenance. Yes, the texture can be chewy, but slow cooking or pressure cooking turns them tender and flavorful. Seasoned properly, they can become a regular, enjoyable part of your weekly meals. Now, let's turn to something plant-based again, but not in the way most people think: hemp protein concentrate. I'm not talking about the standard hemp powders you might find in health stores. I mean the concentrated form, which is quickly gaining popularity. This is arguably one of the most nutritionally complete protein sources on the planet. Per 100 grams, hemp protein concentrate provides about 70 grams of complete protein with all essential amino acids and a stellar digestibility profile. 3 tablespoons give you around 30 grams of protein. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the supporting nutrients that make this protein uniquely effective. Hemp protein has a natural 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, which mirrors what the human body evolved with. This balance helps reduce inflammation and supports recovery after physical activity. It's rich in arginine, which boosts nitric oxide production and improves blood flow to muscles, and glutamine, which protects muscles from breakdown during stress. It's also loaded with magnesium, iron, zinc, and phosphorus, functioning almost like a food-based multivitamin. Unlike cottage cheese, it doesn't cause bloating, gas, or digestive discomfort, making it ideal for older adults with sensitive stomachs. You can blend it into smoothies, mix it into oatmeal, stir it into soups, or even sprinkle it on savory dishes for a nutty, earthy boost. Finally, let's talk about a food that connects us to ancient strength: bison meat. For thousands of years, bison sustained strong, resilient populations long before processed dairy products like cottage cheese existed. 4 ounces of bison provide 35 grams of lean, complete protein with just 3 grams of fat. The protein quality is exceptional, containing all essential amino acids in ideal proportions for human muscle synthesis. Bison is rich in conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a special type of fat shown to help older adults maintain lean muscle while reducing body fat. It also contains heme iron, selenium, zinc, B vitamins, and naturally occurring creatine, the compound that fuels explosive muscle power. As we age, our natural creatine stores decline, contributing to weakness and fatigue. Bison replenishes those levels naturally. Environmentally, bison are grass-fed and pasture-raised, not crammed into feedlots. This means cleaner, more nutrient-dense meat. It cooks quickly, tastes slightly sweet and rich, and doesn't require complicated preparation. Medium rare to medium is perfect, and it's far more flavorful and satisfying than watery cottage cheese could ever be. Now that we've covered these powerhouse foods: mackerel, edamame, venison, octopus, turkey gizzards, hemp protein, and bison, let's talk strategy. Because eating them randomly isn't as effective as using them strategically throughout your day. Start your morning strong. Your body has been fasting overnight, and your muscles are primed to absorb nutrients. This is the perfect time for hemp protein concentrate, blended into oatmeal or a smoothie. You'll give your body 30 grams of protein plus omega-3s and minerals right when it needs them most. After any physical activity, whether it's a walk, gardening, or light resistance training, reach for fast-acting proteins like canned mackerel on whole grain crackers, leftover bison steak, or pre-cooked octopus. This rapid amino acid delivery shuts down muscle breakdown and jumpstarts rebuilding. For lunch, think convenience and variety. A bowl of seasoned edamame, a venison salad, or reheated turkey gizzards can deliver serious nutrition without fuss. For dinner, bring out the big guns: grilled venison steaks, bison burgers, or octopus with olive oil and herbs. These heavier meals support overnight recovery and set you up for better strength the next day. Let's be real for a moment. Change can feel uncomfortable. Cottage cheese has been the safe choice for decades. It's familiar, easy to find, and it's what the magazines, doctors, and well-meaning friends have been recommending for years. But familiarity doesn't make it effective. Your muscles don't care about social acceptance or tradition. They care about leucine, omega-3s, creatine, iron, B12, taurine, zinc, and fast-acting high-quality protein. They care about nutrients that trigger real growth, not slow maintenance. And the truth is, cottage cheese just doesn't deliver the full package. The 7 foods we've talked about, mackerel, edamame, venison, octopus, turkey gizzards, hemp protein, and bison, are not strange fads. They're what humans have relied on for centuries to build strong, capable bodies long before processed dairy tubs lined supermarket shelves. They provide superior protein quality, faster amino acid delivery, and a supporting cast of nutrients that optimize muscle repair and growth, especially as we age. But here's where it gets even more eye-opening: the cost comparison. Cottage cheese may seem affordable, but when you break it down, it's actually less efficient. A 16-ounce container costs around $4 and provides about 50 grams of protein, roughly 8 cents per gram, and that's without any omega-3s, creatine, or extra vitamins. Canned mackerel gives you 42 grams of protein for about $3, plus omega-3s, vitamin D, and B12, about 7 cents per gram, and far more nutrients. Turkey gizzards cost around $2 per pound, yielding about 80 grams of cooked protein, which is roughly 2.5 cents per gram, an incredible value. Edamame comes in at about 5 cents per gram with fiber, folate, and magnesium included. You're not just saving money, you're getting more powerful nutrition for every dollar you spend. Let's talk about what this actually means for your life. Every day you stick with cottage cheese out of habit, you're making a choice to accept slower progress, to tolerate mediocrity, and to risk the steady decline that sarcopenia brings. But every time you reach for one of these powerhouse foods, you're making a different choice, a stronger, more independent future. Imagine this clearly. You wake up in the morning and your legs feel light, not stiff. You bend down to tie your shoes without groaning. You walk upstairs without needing the railing. You keep doing the things you love, gardening, traveling, playing with grandkids, not because you're lucky, but because you fed your body what it truly needed. That future is real and attainable, no matter your age, but it starts with changing what's on your plate. Here's your simple action plan. Step 1, stop buying cottage cheese out of habit. If you genuinely love it, keep it as a small part of your diet, but don't rely on it as your main protein source. Step 2, pick any 3 foods from today's list. Ones you're curious or excited to try. Buy them this week. Step 3, eat at least one of these foods every day for the next month. Track how you feel. Notice your strength, your energy, your recovery. Step 4, don't do this journey alone. Join communities, talk with friends, share recipes, and encourage each other. Muscle health thrives on consistency and support. Step 5, spread the word. Millions of older adults are stuck in the cottage cheese trap, wasting time on mediocre nutrition. Share this message so they can break free too. The science is clear, the foods are available, and the results are real. The only thing left is your decision. You can cling to what's familiar and watch your strength fade slowly, or you can step boldly into what actually works and reclaim your vitality for years to come. This is Golden Wisdom, and we're here to remind you that aging doesn't mean decline. It means evolving smarter. It means giving your body what it truly needs, not just what tradition handed you. Your muscles are ready. Your future is waiting. All it takes is the courage to make a better choice at your next meal. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Wisdom for more powerful, science-backed nutrition and strength insights. Your support means the world to us, and together we can help more people discover the truth about aging strong. Thank you for watching. Now go fuel your strength the real way.